To our favorite song, we will be dancing all night long, yeah.
Today, I'm trying out a new face mask called Rosy Cheeks by Lush Cosmetics. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the steps of putting on a fresh face mask, meaning this is a mask you do have to refrigerate and it is 100% organic. So I'm going to go through all these steps, how to ensure that the mask is actually going to work and does everything it's supposed to, and we'll go from there, and then I'll tell you my thoughts, and that's about it. Well, welcome to my bathroom. We are going to go ahead and get started on the things you might need to do a face mask of any kind. It doesn't have to be organic. I have my little hair wrap with it's a Anna Sue head wrap that I got in Hawaii. See, I put on my little head wrap. To me, thinks I look ridiculous in this. My boyfriend, my live-in boyfriend, but he also thinks it's cute at the same time. So it's like ridiculously cute. See what I did there? Okay, so here's the product. It is Rosy Cheeks by Lush. And it has rose and seaweed and clay, which is good because it's supposed to soothe and soften cheeks with calming calamine and rose clay, a little bit of seaweed, other kind of anti-aging in here. So that's very important since I am going to be in my 30s soon, in a couple of years. So the sooner you prevent wrinkles and other things from happening to your skin, the better. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face with some Boscia. It's the Boscia Clear Complexion Cleanser. And I have the black one. Let me show you what that one looks like. The black one is the Detoxifying Black Cleanser, which has charcoal in it. I use this one during the day, and I use this one at night. This one's a little more hydrating. I do have adult acne, so that's why I use the tougher stuff. That's why I use the tougher stuff during the day, and then the more gentler stuff at night. So here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and cleanse my face, and when I'm done with that, and dry off, I'm gonna do the Rosy Cheeks. Make sure you get all of the cleanser off your face before you even start to put any mask on. You wanna make sure that your skin is dry. So you wanna pat dry until you're done. Then with the Rosy Cheeks, you can do it one of two ways of applying. You can take like a foundation makeup brush, and the foundation makeup brush you can just use just for masks if you want to, like if it's a cheaper one you got from the drugstore. I've seen people use popsicle sticks, like the big ones, the thick ones used for waxing. I've seen that. And I also have seen fingers, which most people don't like doing the fingers because it gets under the fingernails, but I don't have long fingernails, so I'm just going to use my fingers to put them on. So far, if you can see, it's a very nice rosy, subdued pink. It smells like... Alright, for those people who are older than 50, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anybody younger than that that has never smelled this soap before would know what I'm talking about. Calme pink soap. That's what it smells like. In like the 50s and 60s. It smells exactly like it. But Calme pink soap smells like soap but with rose oil in it, if that makes sense. So it has that clean soapy smell to it that's not overpowering, but it also has like a slight rose scent to it that's also not overpowering. So that's actually good. that makes me comfortable with putting this on my face. Anything that is way too perfumey, I have a hard time wanting to put it on my face because that just means there's more chemicals in it or more oil in it that's just going to get on my skin and aggravate my skin. So yeah, I kind of expected that from Lush, but you never know. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto my fingers, and then I'm just going to spread it on all over the face. That is, put on an even layer. I know it's hard to see where I'm putting it right now, but you can kind of, because it's almost the same tone, like when I spread it out, the same skin tone, or the same color as my skin, basically. If only they made a foundation in this color, that would be great. But they don't, so I have to use pale foundation and then put some rosy tones on top of it. If you hear my dog bark, it's because my neighbor's coming home. I can hear him outside, and he's got dogs that start barking. And of course that makes her bark. So I'm just putting it all over the face, avoiding the actual lip skin, but I'm putting it right underneath, right next to it. I'm kind of just spreading it. I'm also avoiding the under eye skin. Since this has clay in it, it is going to tighten the skin, and I don't want it to tighten that skin because that'll cause wrinkles and bags. So for those of you that have been applying clay-based masks or peel-off masks right underneath the eye right here, that's a big no-no. Don't do that. That'll cause your bags, if you already have them, to get worse, or it'll cause them to start to form because it's stretching that skin, and that skin isn't very elastic. That's why people get wrinkles there first before anywhere else. So you just got to be really mindful of that. I'm just making sure I'm getting into the crevices on the sides of my nose. A lot of people miss those. And making sure I get as high up into my hairline as I can. That's why I'm wearing a hair wrap. I'm just making sure everywhere is even. Okay, so now I'm going to wash off my hands. It does say on the thing 15 minutes. So on the container itself, it has directions in case you haven't done one of these masks before. It says smooth mask all over your skin. Done. Leave on for 15 minutes, then rinse off with warm water. That's important because if you try rinsing off with cold water, it's not going to break it up as much as warm water, and you'll be sitting at the sink longer. And massaging as you go when you rinse off. So yeah, I'm going to wash my hands off because they're sticky, and I'll come back on here once this is done drying, and I'll let you know how it dried, and I'll wash it off and let you know how my skin feels afterward. Hi, I just wanted to do a little update before I wash my face. It is tightening a little bit around the mouth, so if I sound really weird, it's because I'm afraid to open my mouth all the way and crack it. So it is tightening forehead, mouth area, the sides of my face. It is drying pretty quickly. Like, I'm not picking any up on my finger. It's not completely dry, but the surface of it is drying really quickly. And that's because I did a nice even coat. If you don't do a nice even thinner coat, a clay mask will not dry. I mean, it will after an hour or so, but it won't dry the recommended time that is set on the packaging. So if this says only 15 minutes, then I put on a thin layer, which that's all you really need for a face mask. Then it's gonna dry in 15 minutes, and I believe it because it's only been about 5 minutes and it's already drying pretty quickly. So I think after another 10 the cheeks will be dry, because that's usually the last part to dry on anybody's, the cheeks, and then this part of the nose. So we'll see how this goes. But as far as it being on my face and the smell of it, like especially right here because it's under my nose, doesn't really affect me. It's pleasant, but it's not overpowering now that it's on my face. It smells clean. It's not giving me a headache. It's pretty nice. And it's not really that heavy. It's not a heavy mask. Most clay masks feel heavy on the face, and this is actually pretty light on my face. So yeah, when I get back, I'll have it all washed off and we'll go from there. I'm back, and this is completely dry. Still a little sticky, but it's been 15 minutes. I'm not going to sit around anymore. But it's as dry as it's probably going to get anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and wash it off, and we'll see how it feels underneath here. Alright, so as you can see, I've completely taken it off my face with warm water and a washcloth. It is pretty tight. Yeah, it's pretty tight, and my skin is really smooth though. It did what it said it was going to do. It said it was going to soothe and soften cheeks, which it kind of softened my whole face. I really like it. And I'm just going to follow this up with some YSL Forever Youth Serum and some YSL night cream. And then of course some La Mer Illuminating Eye Gel. That's pretty much my nightly routine, is those three products. It's the serum, the YSL cream, and then the La Mer eye cream. So yeah, so I'm going to do all of those. I'm going to do the serum first, then the night cream, then the eye cream, and I'll be set for the night. But before all of that, I'm going to keep up with the rose theme, and I'm going to use the Mario Badescu skincare facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. This is really great for people who have adult acne or regular acne, and they get these red areas on their face, or they have uneven face tones. You just shake it up, spray, let it dry down, and then do the rest of your nightly routine, and you're good to go. The redness is basically gone the next day. My name is Matilda, and you've been watching Matilda's Messes. I will be putting up new videos as much as I can. I'm going to at least try for 3 times a week, but if things are going well and I'm not so busy, then more than that. So make sure to press that subscribe, and also press the like button if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a fantastic day.